Let's do the good frame dance. I don't know what that dance is, but...
Alright, we should be live. What is up, everybody? Before we get started, I didn't show it yesterday, but I do have the slime hat that I will equip and wear for the rest of the shift for a single $20 donation. But also, you still have until the end of this shift, which is at noon, in approximately 5 hours, to raise $300 to reach a total of $7,500 to unlock Sonic Mania to be added to the schedule, played by me. And it'll be a full run of both the original version and the Encore mode. What is up, gendarme? Good morning, good sir. Alright, looks like everything is ready. How are you doing this fine morning? It's not a very fine morning. It's very, very dreary out here. I'm doing alright. I'm a little more awake than I was yesterday. I had the foresight to get an energy drink like 2 hours ago, so hopefully I won't be falling asleep during these Benevodon fights. Yeah, that was a thing yesterday. I had to go get a physical yesterday, and one of the things I had to do for that physical was this breathing test where I gotta blow through a tube, like really hard, but they won't let me take it if my blood pressure is too high. Like, it was like 150 over 100 or something, and they wouldn't do it unless I could get the bottom number down to below 90. So they gave me 15 minutes. I looked up online how to lower your blood pressure through breathing exercises, and I tried a couple of them. And I guess it worked too well because I was so relaxed that I was falling asleep during my shift, which came immediately after that physical. Hopefully this pandemic will end before long, so I can not be terrified to go to the doctor. 'Cause I need to get some more prescriptions for blood pressure medicine. I don't know which way I want to go up here. I guess we'll just have to test out the rooms and find out which one works best. I think a lot of them probably end up going to the same place.
So annoying.
That's how you all doing tonight? Wait, did I already ask that? I think I just asked gendarme specifically. Did y'all enjoy that Sonic block by Evil All-Star? I know I did. I was hoping he wouldn't quit on Sonic Heroes. I wanted to see his pain pay off in the end, with that satisfaction of knowing that he conquered that game. You missed the Sonic block. Well, that's okay. I know it's during your normal sleeping time. Oh, there he is. I wonder where that wolf went. Hey, look at this. Treasure chest. Nice. Wait a minute. If that one's a treasure chest... I'll worry about it when I get back down to the first floor. So if you missed the Sonic block, then you missed me convincing Evil to do another Sonic block with me this weekend. We're still working out the details on exactly what time, but we're thinking it's probably going to be Sunday, possibly early Monday morning. And it's going to be bad Sonic games. He's gonna play Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm gonna play 06 and maybe even Secret Rings. The last one's yet to be seen, but
Chart Moon Tower is too tall.
what can I say? We're gluttons for punishment up in here. Huh. Hole in the floor there. Interesting. So this dungeon seems a whole lot easier than it was on the SNES version. On the SNES version, you didn't really have any indication on which way to go, and there was a lot of dead-end pathways to pick. And here, it just straight up tells you exactly where to go. Plus, it seems like there's a whole lot less actual choice on where to go. Like, yeah, you can still look in all the rooms, but there's, like, nothing in them except monsters. Maybe an item on the floor.
Yeah, open my door, got a drink of water. Feel a little better now.
That's good.
One down.
Of course, as soon as I open the door, my cat's like, oh, finally!
One down.
Whew. I just had a tendinitis flare up
Defeated many enemies for
right
lots
before you
of
got
money.
back. It's settled down now. It's always unsettling when that happens, though.
Yeah, that's the ringing in the ears, right?
Yes. Like, it doesn't really sound like ringing. That's kind of like a misleading description. It sounds more like the high-pitched squeal of, like, feedback on a microphone. But I know it's not a high-pitched squeal of feedback on a microphone because I can't actually hear those. Because I have lost most of my high tones.
We should work together to defeat this threat.
But man, no matter how someone describes it, yeah, constant noise in the ears, definitely a horrible thing.
You get used to it. It's just, it feels weird when it gets louder.
Defeated many enemies for lots of money.
Like, I really only notice it when there's like a deathly silence.
Let us work together to defeat the enemy.
This game feels less like an action RPG now and more like a brawler, which I kind of like, because I love brawlers. One of these days I'm going to have to sit down and really think about it and like rank out my top 10 favorite video game genres. Because, like, if you ask me right now what my top 10 or even top 5 or even top 3 or even just my favorite, I couldn't answer. Like, there's a few that I know I definitely don't like, but I really enjoy, like, all the ones that I do like. I could probably tell you which ones would definitely be in the top 10, but not the order. Like, I love platformers, I love RPGs, I love action games, I love brawlers, I love shmups. I like most puzzle games. I'm more for like actual like thinky puzzles rather than like Twitch reflex type puzzles, like, you know, like Tetris and Dr. Mario and those types of games. Yeah, I'm more for the Baba is you type puzzle.
Yeah, I've never really gave much thought about, like, you know, favorite genres. Like obviously JRPGs are up there, platformers will be up there, but
Like, it's a really tough call for me between brawlers, platformers, and action games. And really, action games are only as high as they are because of the subgenre of action-adventure, aka Zelda. Because I really love games that play like Zelda.
Ah, yes. Which I guess would also put action-adventure up there for me, because I mean, Zelda is pretty much about the #1 franchise for me.
I mean, my favorite game of all time is a Zelda game. It used to be an RPG, but now it's a Zelda game.
This ought to help.
My top 10 favorite games of all time always seems to change anytime somebody asks. The only ones that are constant are my top 2,
I can make a difference.
which is Link Between Worlds is number 1 and Earthbound is number 2. I hope Gendarme will be able to make it to the bad Sonic block, because I know he enjoys other people suffering as much as he does. Although, if I'm being honest, I think I would suffer more playing Secret Rings than I would 06. Even though 06 is the worst game I've ever played, hands down.
Well, having played both of them, I can definitely understand.
Like, Sonic 06 is a bad game, but it's not overly frustrating. Secret Rings is a bad game, but it's mostly a bad game because of how frustrating it is. Like, the controls are always working against you, because the controls are just bad.
Yeah.
And while there's definitely control issues in Sonic 06, for the most part, if you played Sonic Adventure or Sonic Heroes,
And don't use
then
money.
you're kind of getting what you
Want to
expect there. But Secret Rings is just so different from literally any other game in the entire franchise.
And not to mention, like, of course, it's been a long time and it happened, so yeah, I don't fully remember, but like, so many of the upgrades you could get, weren't some of them just for better controls? Did they even help?
Yes, some of them absolutely were for like better controls. Some of them were for like extremely basic abilities that you should have just had from the get-go. And the worst part is you have to get the little burning red rings to unlock them. And a lot of those are in really annoying places. And maybe it wouldn't be so bad if there were other games on the Switch that played, or not Switch, the Wii that played like that. But I'm pretty sure that's literally the only game with that kind of control scheme on the entire system. Which is funny, considering that game was made in lieu of a Sonic 06 port to take advantage of the Wii's unique controller scheme.
Well, they sure did something with the controller.
Yeah. Who knows if that something was a good something or a bad something.
It is unwise.
I mean, I guess it could have been good if somebody had, like, taken that formula and improved it. But I think maybe just everybody realized that it wasn't a good idea. I mean, even it was so bad an idea that even the so-called sequel to Sonic and the Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, didn't use that awful control scheme.
Yeah.
It used the Wii Remote and Nunchuck that most Wii games used.
This ought to
Yeah, and they actually let you have good controls like the whole game instead of having to do earn mode.
Yeah.
Victory is easy with reliable companions.
Oh, I think I'm already through this dungeon. I've only been live for 15 minutes. What the heck? I'm getting through it too fast.
All of us together.
That's
Still
fine.
time to Fire Emblem guidance.
If I actually need to fill time, I have heard that there is post-game content. And I do still need to finish Bomberman at some point. So, I mean, I've got stuff I can do. Then again, the final dungeon can be quite long. And there are several rematch boss fights. One of them is against easily the hardest boss I have fought this entire game so far. So we'll see how that goes. Am I going to bother with the gear seeds? Probably not. First off, I can get said gear with I can get it with regular item seeds, but also like the ultimate gears, unless they changed it in this version, it's not that much better than the best gear you can buy with money. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, did I miss a staircase somewhere? Because I do not know how to get up there. I must have missed one somewhere. Maybe I'm not at the end of this dungeon after all. Like, it feels like I should be able to climb up there, unless the staircase is on the other side there. In fact, that's probably what it is. Okay. Or just go straight through the final dungeon. Yeah.
Take down the
I don't even know if the game still actually has an item called Gear Seeds, since you can now get those items from regular item seeds. I would not be surprised if they just removed Gear Seeds altogether. And not to mention, in addition to being able to get it from regular item seeds, they also have silver item seeds and gold item seeds, which have higher rates of getting better items from. So I assume you can get them from those as well.
Did you see that? I was great.
Ah, here's the staircase I missed.
It is unwise to get in our way.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Sunday. I think I know how. I think I know the best way to set up Sunday.
Looking at that schedule.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Monday off, so I can really do anything.
Like I was just thinking of earliest possible times I could either commentate or play. Because like
Defeat the Benevodon of the Moon.
normally
Guess we
Sunday
gotta
is the day I
keep
do my
quiet.
laundry. However, if I did it the night before, and I wouldn't have to worry about that. And like, Sundays I normally I get woke up early for breakfast. So if I just don't fall back asleep, then I'm awake.
Right? It's time to fight Dolan. And he's not a weird version of Donald Duck this time.
So that could potentially mean I could be ready for something by noon.
Let's see. Did I pick up a Dolan ring? I did. I should put that on Kevin. half moon damage. That sounds like a really good idea. Do I have training points that I can actually do anything with? I don't know what I want to invest in with Charlotte. I don't really have anything I can actually get yet with the points I have anyway, so I'm not gonna worry about that for now. Kevin, on the other hand, oh yeah, that was what I wanted, the damage CS boost 3. I still can't get it though. I need, it looks like, no. I need 3 more points. And what about Reese? What was I doing with her? Oh, I can get that. Step down CS boost.
Yeah, I'm thinking whenever we decide to start it, like, probably you stream first.
Okay.
Because then I can, you know, duck out for small amounts of time if I have to do some, like, feed the cat or, you know, eat or whatever.
Could just sandwich you in between my playtime. Because I'm sure I'm good for much longer than you are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, like, before this marathon, my longest I'd ever streamed was, like, 5 hours, and now I've done a 6, a couple 7s. I think 7's about my limit.
Sonic Day, pretty much.
Yeah, Sonic Day leading into Memorial Day. I don't know if there's a connection, but...
Let's see. 5% chance of canceling out damage from opponent. 5% is a very low percentage chance. I don't know how much this is actually helping me, but I do know I am using power attacks quite a bit, so 5% damage increase to all my power attacks seems like it's the better choice. Alright, this was the hardest Benevodon in the SNES version. Nothing has really been too difficult except for the furnace boss in the remake here, so
Huge Benevodon. Can we defeat it?
let's see how this
We're made of
goes.
baby. We can do this. Let's go.
Wow, you really can't get out of the way of that if you're right up there.
Hey, watch it. Stay true. Ow. No, you won't have to die.
Like, what the heck? How do you even avoid that?
I will not fall. Stay back.
I'm glad I got those Marmpoto oils, since I can't use my hammer.
I will not fall.
My cat just broke against the microphone.
Oh, apparently I just have to straight up roll through it. That is interesting.
Well, Link always dodges everything.
Oh gosh. I don't know what he was trying to do there, but it didn't look good.
Oh no! What is that round thing? Wait, is it so
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it fast! He's trying to shoot a spare bomb at us. Wait, I got some moves now, don't I? Heck yeah. I'll use that moon energy. Start busting out the critical hits.
Yeah, I used the Sailor Moon energy.
The Marmpoto oils are doing some work here. Kill the moon! Kill the moon! Uh-oh. Man, that fills up fast. No, he's almost dead, but it's going by really fast. I think that's probably my favorite thing about this remake is, like, instead of just making the bosses have 10 billion hit points, they gave them different attacks. Uh-oh. This is not good, this is not good! Uh-oh. I think I'm dead. Ooh. Oof. Oof. That's rough.
Should work. Here, I will not fall.
So like, would that attack have the same damage if you hadn't lowered the bar that far, or?
If I had destroyed it, it would have stunned him and made him take extra damage to my attacks.
I will not fall. Not like this. Watch it. No. Is this it?
And I probably would have killed him after being stunned that time. Because his health is so low. Yes, this is hard mode. Does it actually feel hard? No. It feels really easy. Like, except for the furnace boss in Laurent, it actually feels easier than the SNES version. I did die on, I think, Zanbi, or maybe it was Figmund. Just because I didn't realize how the little desperation attacks they do work. But once I figured that out, it was pretty simple. Do the Poto oil still heal more depending on who has the highest of whatever stat it pulls from? I don't know. I don't think it does. It seems like the whole time it's done about 200 to everybody. I believe it pulls from Spirit in the SNES version, but I don't think it does pull from the stat here. I could be wrong, though. I did have Charlotte use it, and I think after 1 I was at like 600 hit points, so... Oh man, sweet time all about them nips.
Yeah, man, mine were at 598 yesterday.
Nice. I missed a treasure chest on the first floor. That's awesome. Sweet, weren't you the one asking me to play Sonic 06 the other day, or was that Steffi? Pretty sure it was somebody with a pink name. Because if it was you, alright, I've got some good news for you. I had a change of heart. Since I let Evil talk me into doing a Sonic block this past weekend, I talked him into doing a bad Sonic block this weekend. So he's gonna play Shadow the Hedgehog, and I'm gonna play Sonic 06. Now, I'm not gonna promise that I'm actually gonna beat the game, but I'm gonna play it for a long time, and probably regret my life decisions afterward.
And yeah, I should point out with Shadow that I haven't played it in I have no idea how many years, and I may not get a refresher on it before streaming, so it may kind of be half blind.
I am definitely not going to bother trying to practice run Sonic 06. I can only stomach so much of that in a short amount of time.
Oh, dang it. My cat jumped on my tower, in my computer tower.
I do legit want to learn how to speedrun Sonic 06 one day. Or at least get good enough at it that I can get S ranks on the extra hard levels. As it is, I can't even beat the extra hard levels. They look like a 12-year-old was given like easy ROM hacking tools.
5 Benevodons defeated.
Only 3 left. Keep going.
Alright, that is 5 of them
Just
down.
hang
That
on.
means...
This is gonna be a piece of cake. Don't worry. If
Oh
you
yeah,
get
we
hurt
got
in battle,
Miss Palm and Vanguard. Arguably the two easiest ones. So this is a Hawkeye and Reese's final dungeon right here. Pretty sure if I land here, it's just gonna be a cavern that I can't even enter. But I am curious.
Oh man, I had to make sure to get my cat off my tower because the power button for the computer is on the top, and he has a couple times. Once he like made it go into standby mode. Once he actually turned it off, just by standing on the button.
Oh hey, there's actually something here for me to get. I wasn't expecting that. That's not even on the map. That's interesting. Yeah. Normally there would be like a cave opening right there, but it's just a solid wall.
But yeah, was the off the map item a worthwhile item?
It was a silver item seed, so it's potentially a really good item. It's also potentially candy, so it's anybody's guess. Yes, candy, that thing that I've used probably hundreds of in this playthrough so far and still have like 50 in my inventory. So over here, this is Duran and Angela's final dungeon. Looks really cool on the map, by the way. Really need to do a Duran or Angela playthrough one day, because I've forgotten what this area looks like. I like how you can actually see the final dungeons on the map. In the SNES version, this desert just looked like a desert. And the dark cave just looked like a mountain. And then the Jungle of Illusion or whatever, where Mirage Palace is, which is the final dungeon that we'll be going to in this playthrough, it just looked like a jungle. Okay, this is what I expected from the Crystal Desert here. Absolutely nothing. So, for anyone that's unaware, if you want me to wear the slime hat for the rest of the shift, it just takes a $20 donation. Uh-oh. I shouldn't have thrown that there. I think my capture froze. Let me just reset that real quick. Hello? Come on. Don't tell me I gotta reset OBS in order for it to show up. Okay, it's showing up on the TV again. Dang it. I think I've got to reset OBS real quick, because this is... Yeah. Alright, I'll be right back, guys.